直播进行中，然后我想想看，分享提示画面，分享整个荧幕，交战守则。好，再来上 Zoom。No worry. I'm back. Hi everyone, I'm back.
Okay.
That's the problem we expect to have. So no worry. We are professional team.
Okay.
We don't panic. Okay. So we can fine tune our YouTube and Zoom and share our PowerPoint. But remember, everything you do will be shared on YouTube. Okay. So from now on, please don't joke. Okay. It's very serious.
So we need to be polite and be careful. Huh?
Yes.
Don't joke on anything. So are we ready to get on the Zoom again?
Yes. I think you are already on the Zoom.
Oh, okay. I forgot. So that's why we can talk.
So you should share your PowerPoint. Okay.
Okay.
And all the control will be done by your side.
Okay. Okay, we'll get online on time, right?
I think so. We are 7 minutes ahead.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
I know. Yeah. In Ho Chi Minh City, they are usually have a traffic jam. So we will get started on time, and people will keep coming.
Yeah. Okay. Now I need to do everything again. I need to set a co-host for everyone, not for you.
I can barely hear you. Suddenly, your voice is very hard to hear.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit better, but it could be better.
Let me think. I think I'm using the right channel.
Well, your voice was normal, but suddenly it's barely hard to hear you.
Is it okay now?
It's okay now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Test.
Test.
Can you hear me? Hello.
学长，你听得到我的声音吗？
可以 ，Yeah.
好，那我让 William 讲话。William。
Hi. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Xuất bản cuốn sách này sau khi ông qua đời. Tuy nhiên, ông đã đổi ý và quyết định công bố sách vào năm 2025 là năm Thánh.
I don't think that's the voice of William. Yeah. William, could you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very clearly.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can barely hear you. You can speak louder.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
你可能要大声一点，那就要大声一
Well,
点。
can you be louder?
麦克风要大一点。
Okay.
I will 把声音弄大一点，看你会不会觉得大一点。
Yeah.
Hello.
现在有没有大一点，学长？
Test. Microphone test.
It's okay now.
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
I think voice quality is the most important thing. So we have to keep in mind, we have to make sure our voice is clear and loud. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So Ken, right now you are the co-host. Along
Okay.
with me, we have 3 co-hosts. You,
Okay.
Cherry, and Grace. Now you can please share your PowerPoint now. I need to fine tune.
Okay. So I will stop sharing now. Raymond, you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. No problem.
Okay.
Okay. Here.
Okay.
Here. Please share your PowerPoint, then I can fine tune YouTube format.
What happened? Suddenly I cannot find a screen. Yeah.
你只要找到那个 share 那个有
Recording in progress.
recording 那个要停掉，我停。希望找得到吗？就是有一个分享的分享桌面。
等一下，我一下子找不到 Zoom 嘞。哎，等一下哈。
Recording stopped.
Cherry is there. Okay.
Very strange. One second.
你找一个人帮你。
Yeah. Suddenly, I cannot find the Zoom screen on the background. 1 second. But I can hear you, right?
你用到最下面找 Zoom 的那个，在你的桌面最下面。
我知道，但忽然不见了，从来没有这样。等一下哈。Can I quit and join again?
Yes.
Okay, so let me do that.
Can
you hear me? Okay, I'm back now. Raymond, could you hear me?
Raymond is on. Just a moment.
Just a moment.
Hi, Chen. This is Tiến. I can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, the time is about ready. So, yeah, please get started when you're ready.
Okay, please share your PowerPoint.
Share, from my side?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Because I need to fine tune.
Okay.
你看一下 YouTube 有没有？有吗？现在 YouTube 看到什么？
Join online.
Ken, you need to share your. 你要共享的桌面，你还没做 Zoom.
Okay. I didn't share yet.
Yes, please.
Okay.
谁正在录制会议？那个要怎么填？ Okay, finally.
Okay.
Please go to the first page, the background page. You pray. Okay. Just hang there. Then I will modify my YouTube channel. Okay, great. So I need to do this.
Okay. Now we are set.
I can only see one camera here. The other camera is on, but I think it's okay. We can see your background.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
Okay.
We don't have to see the webcam. It's okay now.
Do this. Okay, great. Okay, I think now is about the time. Hi, Ken. Now we can start.
Okay.
Join us for supply chain transformation, AI, data, and green investments.
Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome to join us today at the Accelerating Sustainability Seminar. My name is Raymond, and I'm honored to hold this important event online with Dr. Kenneth Chen at IUH Vietnam. Hi, Ken.
Hi.
You should
Hello
say...
from Ho Chi Minh City. Yeah.
I know, you are far, far away from Taiwan. So everyone, I'm at Taiwan. Along with me, I have William with me. Okay, hi, William.
Hi. Hello.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
So Ken, can you see us on your screen?
Yes, I can. Well, it didn't show your camera.
Oh, no, sorry. Now you can see
okay,
me,
now
right?
I can see you. I can see
Okay.
you. Yeah.
So along with me, we have handsome young guy, William with me. He is from NTU. So this event is a collaboration led by A1 Smart Factory Alliance and organized by SSBTI, CJCAT, and IUH. Okay. Also, we have 7 industry leaders and professionals from Taiwan and Vietnam as our panelists or speakers today. I would like to thank you, all the sponsors and hardworking staff who made this event possible. Thank you. Thank you, all the staff. Okay. I will host the part 1, focusing on the system and knowledge base of sustainability. And Kenneth will then take over for part 2 and part 3, where we will explore further into the digital platforms and AI applications. So Kenneth, do you have any insightful initial thoughts to share before we begin?
No, I think we want to keep everything on in time. So we can go ahead, and I'll have more comments along the way.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So let's move on to next page, please. No, next page. 10.
Okay.
Next page.
Let's go to the next page.
Next page.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Depress
Let me
the...
try. Yeah. Okay. Now we should be fine. Okay.
Okay. So here is our topic. Today, Kenneth and I, we will host this event, and I will be the online part for YouTube streaming broadcasting. And Ken will be on site with IUH and all the other participants on site. So here we also have 7 panelists. So Ken, please show next page. Okay. And here I would like to, let me introduce our 7 speakers and briefly outline the presentation you'll be hearing today. So on the left-hand side, I'm Raymond. Okay. I'm from CJCT and SSBTI. Later, we will explain to you our background. And also we have Ken on the left-hand side. So in the middle, we have William.
Hello, everyone. I'm the Sustainable Future Impact CEO, and I also the National Taiwan University PhD candidate. Hello, everyone.
So William will be here on behalf of Dr. Tong to explain from an academic perspective, okay, from schools like IUH professors, okay. And also we have Peter. Ken, so Peter is here, right?
Peter's here. You want to say hi to everyone?
No, I need to say hi to Peter. Peter, thank you for coming all the way to IUH to help us, okay? Because you are in charge of very important role, investment, green investment. You know, we need funding, so Peter will be the key person. And Peter will also help LnData J on the right-hand side to cover LnData's topic, okay? So on the left-hand side, on the bottom corner, we have James. Okay, so James is around, right? Is here?
I don't. Oh, you're James. Sorry. Oh, okay. Go
So James is here, right? So I need to say hi to James. Hi, James. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you also for joining this event to help us. We need people from local to discuss with us, because this event we want to build engagement with our local partners. So James, you are the key person here, okay? Curtis.
Hello.
No, you need to go here. Sorry. So we have also Curtis. In the past, he told me he would be on the trip, but now he come today. So this is Curtis.
Hello, everyone.
CEO of 3E Green, okay?
Hi.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So also we have Tim. Tim will be done online, right? Ken?
Yes, I'm online now.
Okay,
Hello,
great.
everyone.
Welcome, Tim. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So Tim is from a very big corporation. So Ken, can you do a little bit introduction for Tim, because you introduced Tim to this event?
Okay. Well, Tim is, of course, is a professional in technology, and their situation room is very impressive, especially for big corporations. But as for detail, I think we'll have a chance to better introduce him when they start to speak.
Okay,
Thank
great. Just a reminder, Tim is from a very famous listed company in Taiwan. Okay, so we are honored to have Tim here. Okay, and also the best come the last. Okay, Dr. Lee. So I believe that Dr. Lee is around, right?
You should pronounce like Dr. Lei or
Dr. Lei?
Dr. Lei.
Dr. Lei, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
So
It's
welcome,
been
Dr. Lei.
meeting.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So Dr. Lei will be the last speaker. So after that, we will have, I think, a Q&A, very short. Okay, next page, please, Ken. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
下一页。
Okay.
再下一页，对 ，OK。So let's set the table and build a case here. Why the structure we are offering today, seminar, 3 parts. Okay, the part 1 will be about smart knowledge. It's about LCA plus. When we say plus, means that we do more than just LCA system. Later we will show you. But the key point here is we want to build cooperation with IUH from Taiwan too, okay? Because we believe the right knowledge is very important, because you need to make right method, right data, and right tool to do the thing right in the beginning, okay? And the part 2 will be about the digital tools and platforms. And that's the expertise from Ken, okay, and all the other panelists. And part 3 will be the actual industrial applications, and Tim will be also part of it, okay? Next page. Okay, so allow me to briefly introduce myself. I'm from Taiwan, and our group, the parent company is called CJCHT. It's a footwear group since 1980s, okay, almost 40 plus years, okay. So on the right-hand side, the bottom, you will see the map. Currently in China, we have 30 factories, about more than 100 supply chains. And on the left-hand side in the bottom, you will see last year 2024, we acquired a factory in Vietnam. It's northern part of Vietnam, okay? So I think that's why I'm here, try to build engagement with our local partners, try to lower my infrastructure cost. Then after this meeting, if I can build infrastructure, I don't have to bring all my resources from Taiwan or China to Vietnam. I can use local partners to provide service I need. I represent a big supply chain for Walmart. So you will see on the left-hand side, we have been the Giga Guru for Walmart. Giga Guru means the green ambassador, okay? every year Walmart will nominate the best company for sustainability and green packaging, okay? And also we nominate by target for SBTI initiative. And also we won, on the right-hand side, you see the red color, you see the CDP, Supplier Engagement Leader. So CDP is a very big disclosure system worldwide, adopted by all the banking system, okay? So I highly recommend everyone should go for CDP to report your carbon footprint, because that's the way you can engage with international supply chain, because all the big customers look at your CDP report. That's very important. And also we have been, okay, I think for the past 10 years, the top footwear supplier for Walmart and Target. I think we are among the top 3, okay? Although the top 1 to top 6, all my factories, okay? Next page, thank you. Okay, so my good friend James asked me a question before this event. He asked me why Vietnam enterprises should join this seminar, okay? So I gave him 3 answers, or the 3 points for this answer. One is, this seminar will show why we need a core method. We call it LCA, Life Cycle Assessment, and why this is so important for all your reportings. So later also, Ken will demonstrate the platform. So you need a core method to do the right thing. Without this method, it will be very difficult for you to do the job, okay? You will cost a lot of money. Next page. Okay. So this is the chart. I won't go into too much detail about what's the real LCM system works. But here you will see on the left-hand side, there's a chart, okay? This is the chart, this is the system from China, okay? In Taiwan, we convert this left-hand side e-footprint into 4 different platforms. And A1-Footprint is one of them, okay? On the right-hand side, you will see that's a chart from CMA Pro. And CMA Pro is also very popular, but it's very expensive. Each installation for CMA Pro is around 10,000 USD, okay? From the left-hand side of e-footprint, about 1,000. But the problem is, like my supply chain, we have 100 factories. It means that I have to buy 100 licenses to get my job done. And you know it's a lot of money, okay? Sorry, Jerry, help me to mute other attendants. So this is the key here. We want to show you we can combine these 2. That's very important. Combine the 2 into one, into Ken's platform, LnData's platform, and AgIPoint platform. So we can do the job, combine 2 database and 2 platform into one solution. So that's we are going to offer today, okay? Next page, please, Ken. Thank you. So the number 2 reason is this method is very cost effective. Later, Ken will show you. So remember the number I just mentioned. If I need to bring my supply chain to carbon footprint and to all kinds of disclosure use LCA, each factory I need to buy a license. So I need to spend, say, $1 million USD just for the license. But doing this method through Ken's method, probably I can pay only 1/10 and get the job done. And the best part of it, all the job will be done within my organization, not through outside consultants, but internally I can do the job. That's the key. Number 2, cost effective. And number 3, why I highly recommend you should be here, because as I and Ken just mentioned, we have 7 panelists who are the industry leaders, the best practice so far I can find for my supply chain. So I would like to share all with you together to maybe you can learn from this platform, this event, one for all, okay? Next page. So now let's go into the part 1 about the knowledge and the platform. Normally, let me ask Ken. Ken, for the
Yes.
training we have done before, this is not our number six training, right? So for the first one, you remember how long we do the training?
A few hours?
No, the first one you attend 2 years ago.
I don't exactly remember the details.
I believe it's 2 days, right?
Oh, okay. It's more than 1 day. Yes. Now I
It's 2
remember.
days. It's done by a professional school, Sichuan Daxue from China, because they build a
Yes.
system. And also we try to, I would say, reverse engineering, but it's something like in a better way with William, okay, to know more about CMA Pro. We try to learn from two systems. Normally, it will take about at least 1 to 2 years to be familiar with the system. That's the normal time. But today, I give you a shortcut. So I already sent out the reading material and the link. So I believe, Ken, you can ask Dr. Cole, did he read the material I sent?
I'm not sure. He's not around. He's outside right now.
Okay. So for
I'll
this,
check with him.
Ken, you
Yeah.
can press the button. I think I have a very key question, number 3. You press, it will be
Okay.
enlarged. Okay. Here is a number 3. So William, read the question for me.
Why is it important for a company to have a core methodology when facing various disclosure standards? Yeah.
I think the question we just asked and answered. So Ken, you pick another question. Okay. It's too easy for everyone.
Yeah.
Which one you think is more interesting for the people around you in Vietnam?
I'm not sure, but my guess is everybody is trying to find a cost-effective solution so they can comply with the demands and the standards without spending too much money. That's my intuition.
Okay, that's cost-effective, right? So cost-effective, we already explained through our method right now. I just maybe I can explain this way. Maybe Ken, you can ask people in front of you, how many people know Walmart? They raise their hand. Walmart.
Okay, please raise your hand if you heard about Walmart. It's a very big supply chain in
Or
USA.
maybe you can have someone in Vietnamese ask them about Walmart. It's something like retailer. Ask them, do they know Walmart?
I think most of the audience, they know that.
Okay,
Walmart
great.
is very famous already in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the key for Walmart is save money, live better, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all the solution related to Walmart means cost effective. I think that's the key. So I don't have to explain further, since our solution is related to Walmart. So it must be cost effective, right, Ken?
Should be.
Should be, yes, should be. So here, I think the number, I think number 1, I think is also very important. Number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Here, the international governance means the government people, they may require something. For example, like CBAM. I just checked with William about CBAM. Ken, can you help me ask the audience, do they know about CBAM? CBAM, CBAM.
Have you ever heard of CBAM, the standard from Europe, right? Yeah. I think at least 50% of them, they are aware of that.
Really? Wow, great. So William, explain to me, what's the problem you will have for CBAM?
When we do the CBAM, we know that we use the core method like life cycle assessment, but CBAM has the detail different from ISO 14064. For example, CBAM not include the transportation when you calculate that, and all of our professional team, we know that detail, and we have the right methodology and tools to help companies like Marinetown to reporting the CBAM and reporting to CBAM to follow the rules. And that is why we need to in participant to this forum. Yeah, and I hope all of guys can learn from this forum. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let me put a little more insight. So when you have international governance, means that from Vietnam, maybe you have your product shipped to Europe, shipped to US, right? So nowadays you have CBAM, that's the first border tax. Is the tax will be charged on the border, means that they will charge based on your carbon footprint, okay, based on your emission. So I think the most important for our Vietnamese partner, our Vietnam partner, to understand carbon footprint is not just for big companies, it's for all the supply chain. You need to submit your data to your customer about your carbon footprint data, because it will be taxable items. When something related to tax, but border tax, it means that no data, no import, or no data, higher cost. Okay, that's my answer. Okay, Ken, any insight? Ken, I cannot hear you, your voice.
Peter want to say something.
Okay.
Raymond, thank you for explanation about the CBAM. I just also want to share that it's between Japanese government and Vietnam government also working on the carbon border adjustment mechanism.
Yeah.
So we are trying to pushing that ready by 2017. So I think the CBAM and the next one will be more mechanism, not only in Europe, but especially in Southeast Asia too.
Okay, thank you, Peter. Okay, so that's why we need this seminar. As I mentioned before, Ken and I, we try to share our solution to our Vietnam partners, because we want to have our infrastructure services happen in Vietnam. So my last point will be, Ken will deliver the message. We want to build our cooperation model with our Vietnam partners. Okay, so after this event, we welcome all interested parties come to Ken for further support. Okay, so Ken, next page. So I would like to hand over my host to Ken to deliver the next topic about the platforms. Okay, Ken, now it's your turn.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I will continue the presentation with my slides. Okay, so now you can see the screen. 施总，你现在在线上吗？ Okay, probably not. Okay, I'm trying to invite the general manager of my case study to get online, but looks like he's busy, so I keep going now. First of all, I'm representing the A1 Smart Factory Alliance, and I'll explain who they are. I'm the founder of this alliance. Today's subject is, this is the big title, Accelerating Sustainability and Carbon Footprint Solutions with ERP Integration. And I also want to use this opportunity to introduce this alliance. And this is my background. I provide more than enough detail. Later on, the audience can take a look. But since we have limited time, so I get to the point directly. Okay. So I believe most of the audience here know what's the definition of a carbon footprint. So I'll go through this quickly. The idea is very simple. We need to quantify the way we measure the carbon footprint, so we can have a way to better understand how good we are, or how much more space we need to improve ourselves, especially in real time. And there are sources of carbon emissions. From the ERP point of view, when you produce a product, you need material as an input, and you produce your product as an output. But for the carbon emissions, in addition to the material you're using, you also need to consider the transportation as another input, and also the energy you use as another input. Then the output will be, in addition to the product, will also be the so-called carbon emission. And we need to quantify this so we can have a real-time calculation and measurement when you finish the process in production. So let me briefly explain what is ERP. I just want to make sure, all the audience, have you heard of what is ERP? Okay, it's very important for industry or any corporation to manage your money, cash flow, and the material flow, especially for factories, for manufacturing industry. You need to manage all the details of your production so you can know what happened right away before it's too late. So I put everything here as a reference, but I won't go through the detail right now. And it's very important and critical for modern operations or modern factories to know what's happening at real time before it's too late. So we also have this kind of term, digital transformation. I will explain later. And without the ERP as a core system, it's almost impossible to fulfill the purpose. Okay, so I will just leave enough details in here for your reference after the presentation. Now I'm going to introduce the role of our A1 Smart Factory Alliance. Basically, we have a few partners who would like to integrate the talents, innovative technologies, and the experiences from various fields around the world to provide comprehensive solutions such as digital transformation, sustainability transformation, smart manufacturing, AI. You need to put everything together to be more cost-effective and more competitive in the future. Okay, so we have more than 20 corporate members already located from USA, Taiwan, and Vietnam. And we set up this alliance in about 2022. Then along the way, we have some accomplishment. I will just put it here. And there are references. We got interviewed by Taiwan Plus News. I'll just play for a few seconds.
All this week on Taiwan Plus, we've been looking at how Taiwanese firms in Vietnam are pushing their operations
I don't want to go
be a
through
leader in that country's digital transformation. Joyce Sun spent a week in Ho Chi Minh City and joins us now in the studio.
Hey, Eric, that's right. We've into a factory setting, especially overseas, comes with many challenges. Now, the reality for many factories in Vietnam right now is that they're just not set up to go digital, let alone bring in something like AI. But I met with a Taiwanese mechanical engineer who leads an alliance of experts across industries to help firms make this transition. And when I asked him overall where Vietnam is in this transformation, this is what he said.
Right?
Yes. Only big company have the resource to play with a very expensive big toy, but most of the majority, they cannot catch up. They don't even have a foundation to do it.
Real
in Asia, like Taiwan or Vietnam, they used to rely on people to exchange information. That won't be fast enough to solve the problem. I don't want to go through the details, so you can take a look later. Need to digitize. Okay, so now, how the A1 Alliance collaborates with our sustainability partners. Okay. Basically, we want to set up the ecosystem because different people can play different roles at the same time. Usually, when you talk about business, it's just a matter of a buy and sell operation. But we need more than that because now it's a very complicated situation. Usually, no single company can do everything as we listed. So we need to partner and collaborate together as a team, including the users. So as you can see, at different stage, you can play different roles. You can even introduce your list to create more businesses for you. And we also have the right solutions. For people or company at different stages, we can better manage their limited resources and suggest and provide the right solution at the right time. It's very difficult to let a company spend the big money to get everything ready. It's not practical. Okay, so that's why we come up with this idea, and we have more and more partners understand and trying to approach us to join us. That's a good news. So I will share with everyone here. And what's the industry pain points? Data silo. Okay, usually for companies who need to stay profitable. Usually they invest on a small system to finish a job. Then later on they buy another subsystem. Then later on when they get bigger, then it's a very painful process. You get many isolated items of information. So when we try to do some more important job, you get stuck because your data cannot be collected easily at runtime. Okay, and there are many black boxes in your operation, and it's hard to pull off the data from these black boxes at real time. And also, people have limited budget because they need to make enough profit and invest some of the profit to keep improving. It's impossible for a company to spend a big money to set up a factory comply with the so-called industry 4.0. It's almost impossible. Okay. Then also there are talent shortages because every company is good at something, but they usually don't have enough talents for everything. So that's the real pain points from the industry. And we are trying to solve this problem, this kind of problem by helping them to develop a robust framework and to offer a cost-effective solution, and also even establish virtual departments as they need. And this is the roadmap of big picture, okay, about what kind of solution we can offer. It's teamwork. No single company can do everything from here. So that's why we team up with many partners and try to come up with the solutions for the customers at having different needs at different stages. Okay, and to be short, if you look at the A1 factory system, it's a core of this product and solution, including ERP. Okay, ERP is only some of them. And we also need to come up with solutions for the so-called carbon footprint management, sustainability management. So that's why we will have a demo on this part. It just came out a few months ago. And we also will team up with other partners to provide all the solutions together as a detailed menu. So you can easily find the solution here without having to manage all the complexity by yourself. Okay. And since the time is limited, I'll go through a little bit faster so you can keep everything on track. Okay, so how to integrate them together, and there are benefits of this kind of integration. You can take a look later after the presentation. Okay, so now let's go to the real case study now. This is the anchor Fasteners Vietnam. Actually, after using our system for more than 10 years, they become the major supplier of Honda, Yamaha, and now Toyota. They went through a lot of competition, and we are honored to be, on the team to back them up. Now they are very competitive in business. And Mr. Shi was planning to get online, but now he seems to be busy. So I'm just showing this real case to honor him. Okay. So this is his direct comment for our system. Okay, and there are some detail. We can have the real-time awareness of the cash flow, financial statement, and all the inventory situation. And we can also now have the real-time calculation of carbon footprint for each product or the corporate. So they can better know how good they are, which area they should have improvement. Then it's a PDCA cycle, so they can better improve themselves and stay competitive. And because now we can pull out all the data, big data at real time, so it's very easy for them to apply AI technology to analyze their situation and optimize their operations. And the rest of the detail, you can take a look. That's not the focus of today's presentation.
Hello, Ken. I have one question here from my side. Is it okay?
Sure.
Not so sensitive, but can you share a little bit about the carbon footprint cost for you to get the data and the software support?
Okay. I don't have the detail, but the idea is without the support from Raymond, usually you have to hire very expensive consulting services just to finish a case for one product. But now, because of this kind of integration, once we get authorized parameters from the supplier, from a partner, we can easily leverage these parameters and reuse the model to calculate all kinds of products, a carbon footprint, and also the corporate carbon footprint. We will demo this in the next few slides.
Yes.
Did that answer your question?
Yes. I can give you the roughly cost because you pay me, so I know the cost.
Yeah, you know better about this. Yeah.
Yes. I think the total cost for the number 2, the carbon footprint, the system and the software, including the Ken just mentioned, we are not offering one report. We are offering a report with the model. Means that the formula for this carbon footprint, not just the data, but the formula. So the total we charge around 20,000 USD, I guess, in total, everything, including the system, the data, and the platform, and everything. Compared to other traditional solution, I think you need to pay 10 times more at least. Okay, that's my guess. Okay, so also the big data, the number 3. So Ken, can you share with us how much data do you have on hand right now? The data at your side?
Okay, maybe I can show it more when I demo the system.
Okay, great. Later. Yeah. Okay. Then that's done for my part. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So let me continue this. Okay, I just play a little bit to give you a flavor about Mr. Shi's factory. They have more than 200 employees.
By scanning a QR code, Deputy Production Manager Kim Tui logs how many screws have been made in the factory line. She works at Anchor Fasteners, a Taiwan-owned company in southern Vietnam. Every day, they make tens of thousands of screws of varying shapes and sizes for top-tier motorbikes from auto giants Honda and Yamaha. On this computer, Kim can track each piece at different stages of production on a centralized online system, a process that used to involve filling out stacks of paper spreadsheets.
Cũng không ạ, nó đơn giản hơn là mình học ở đóng tay như bình thường.
This is all part of the factory's effort to go digital. Getting production lines online is a way to stay competitive in Vietnam, a nation working to rebrand itself from a cost-effective manufacturing hub to one capable of high-tech projects. Stages, like computerizing data from different parts of the factory and gathering them in a way machines can process and in the future act on. This frees up employees from simpler, repetitive tasks and lays the foundation for more ambitious upgrades.
One example of how this factory can up its digital journey is with those cameras up there. Right now, they're part of a surveillance network to monitor the shop floor. But these cameras could have another purpose in the future by integrating AI. What that would look like is that an AI-trained camera can see a gesture or motion like this and automatically signal to machines to change a control.
Wow.
Ultimately, for factory head Shi, upgrades must make sense for the business and be.
Yeah, this is the general manager. So I want to let him share his experience a little bit, how to make this successful. It's a people issue.
Practical for employees.
你所有的改善都必须员工养成习惯。员工如果没有养成习惯，你再大的改善，你也是回到原点啊。
Execs like Shi and Chen are working with other tech advocates across different sectors, from software developers to professors, training the next generation of engineers. The goal? To find the right high-tech tools to up each firm's ability to contribute to Vietnam's increasingly rapid growth. Ethan Chen, Allison Nguyen, and Joyce Sen in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam for Taiwan Plus.
Great. A very good showcase. Thank you.
Okay, so now here's the demo. Okay, the idea is we work closely with Raymond's team and Mr. Shi because we already have everything integrated, so we can easily get the data from the system. Then after a few months hard work, now we can calculate the carbon footprint at real time. So I'll show a few seconds video clip to explain the idea. Basically, we based on LCA model because it's more scientific. So you can, based on this, easily tailor your reports for CBAM or ISO or other standards in the future. So you don't have to reinvest everything. You can reuse most of your efforts. And if there are new standards coming up, you can easily cope with that without redo everything. Okay. Then we can have real-time corporate carbon footprint, real-time product carbon footprint. And here's a screenshot. But in order to give you a flavor of what's going on, we try to show some video clip quickly. Okay, so I will explain the idea. Okay, so far there are a few steps. In order to produce a product, you have many steps. And as you can see, okay, sorry, let me try again. I'm just trying to show you something that's important. You can see there are many steps, and each step you have input, output. And for ERP, you have material and the product as an input, output. But for LCA, you have transportation as input, you have energy as an input, and you have emission as an output in addition to product. So that's the scientific way to calculate the carbon footprint. So as you can see, we also have a meter for each kind of equipment. Then they can key in directly, then it can get a report every day. In the past, they are using Excel to manage that. And now this is even better. I want to explain the key idea of product carbon footprint. Let me explain a little bit. Just like in accounting, if you compile the past report, you have a standard cost of a product. So that's your reference point. So far, how good you are doing. But because of the LCA method, when you change a process, you can estimate theoretically what kind of footprint you can expect. But in reality, for example, suddenly you have to have an alternative material from different supplier, then you can also calculate a real carbon footprint. So you have the standard footprint or theoretical footprint and a real footprint that can be measured and calculated in real time. So the management can see what's going on right away, and they can make the right decision, make the right move based on what's happening right now. So that's the power of this kind of platform. And that's exactly what I'm trying to present in this presentation. So let's have a conclusion now, okay? So this kind of benefit is clear to you, so I'll let you study later. So as a conclusion, we will suggest you to go with us as our long-term partners. And at different stages, we have enough experience to help to share. And at least a very good talent pool. We can share our experience so you can save a lot of energy for finding the right solution and getting the right advice. Then we will welcome you to use our resources to create small enterprises, because it's a lot of collaboration. It's not just a buy and sell. Sometimes you can play the role at different stage. You can even create more leads. You can also create more income for yourself. And we can learn and share industry insights. By learning from experienced partners, you can save a lot of energy and effort. And we can also brainstorm together to collaborate and to come up with more innovative solutions together. And we can, support each other. Most of our clients or partners, they are good at one area, but usually they don't have enough talent for IT management. And sometimes we can become their virtual departments. And we also have very good R&D partners from universities. They become the virtual R&D department. This is just a very good example. And we will also explore new opportunities together. And we can also easily go global and regional with allies. Okay, so welcome to join us, when you are ready. So that concludes my presentation today.
Okay, great. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you. So I think next will be Peter, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
So Peter, now you have more flexibility. You can either sit here or just walk around with the microphone.
But I need to be Peter. So better Peter can sit at your place, Ken.
Good morning.
Hi, Peter.
Thank you for giving me a chance to have a speech today. So first of all, my Vietnamese name is Nguyen Thanh Nhân. My nickname in US is Peter. So my background is energy optimization. I finished my PhD in 2002, and then I studied and got the postdoc in 2022, also for the energy optimization. I have 32 years working in the energy industry, and moving from the project management up to the capitalization and also sourcing for the investment. So today I'd just like to share about how the target of the decarbonization up to 2050, how the global can reach to that target, and in terms of the financial investment. Yeah, how does it work? We know that we have this target is after the Kyoto Protocol in 1999, and then the next one is in Paris conference in 2016. Then the big team working about the target. The target, it means that we talk a lot about the decarbonization up to 2050. Why 2050? And what is the target? How the mechanism of that target is working, and how the global to have the sources, to have the motivation in order to catch up with that target. And the figure I show up here with the number of about 37 gigaton of CO2 we have to cut up to 2050. And there is 6 technology we have to focus. The number one is the base CO2 removal. We call the BECCS. CCS here is stand for the carbon capture and storage. This is the number one. We have to capture all of the carbon and store it. So this is number one. And the target is 14%. And why is 14%? We go to the next slide. I will show up. Sorry. Yeah. And the second technology is capture and storage. But this one, it comes from the fused fuel. It means that we use a lot of crude oil, and when we use the crude oil for running generation in order to supply the energy to the whole global, then that also one of the sources that we have to consider. We have to consider and how to capture it. That target is 6%. And the third technology, talking about the hydrogen, the target is 10%. Then the electrification is 20%. Renewable, we talk a lot about the renewable from 2010. And also that join into this map is about 25% at the target. And the last one is 25% for the energy efficiency. This last one, technology, is one of the most challenging, and also come from here, there is a lot of the innovation from this target, energy efficiency. We are using a lot of vehicle. We are using a lot of electricity in the building, in the factory, but we not thinking much about how to make it efficiency. So this is also the target. And do you know that the Paris conference talking about how much the global need to meet in this target, need money in order to pumping into the technology to do a lot of innovation in order to meet this target. And the figure is 9.2 trillion of US dollar per year. Per year. However, this figure is after I do a lot of accreditation from 2016 up to 2024, this figure come up to 9.2. But you know that from beginning of 2016, they just talking about 3.5 or 4 trillion of US dollar per year. But in fact, there are a lot of challenging for the whole process running, because of one of the key factor is American. So whenever they changing the new government, then the process will be delayed. Yeah. So you know about President Trump, he will come up and a lot of things will be changed. And this process also will be delayed. So we now very much concerned about who will still remain in the picture to support for the financial sources in order to make this whole mechanism running in order to meet the target. So the roadmap, they divide into 6 technology. And each technology, they have a very clear about the industry. And also in that industry, they analyze it about how it's going on. You can see that some figure here, 0. This means that we talk a lot, but in fact, that industry it never moved. So no one putting money into the investment, so that never happened. For example, carbon capture. Just share with you about some project now on board of discussion between EVN and Mitsubishi Group about the carbon capture in order to operating the certain coal thermal power plant. We have about 25 to 27 coal thermal power plant, and all of that one using a very old technology. but we cannot discard, we cannot shut down all of that power plant. So one of the things we have to think, they are putting on the table and the discussion that, hey, there are a mechanism that you still can maintain that 25 coal thermal power plant, but you have to meet in that the mechanism of in order to get the money for investment in that. So that one is carbon capture. Then Japan, Mitsubishi proposed to EVN that we have to go step by step. In Japan right now, we capture 28%, and mixing 28% of the carbon by ammonia and H3. So this is what is happening in Japan. But when going to Vietnam and a lot of discussion and meeting, and finally we come up to only 3%. That what EVN and that what Mitsubishi can come up into the final conclusion that, okay, we have to go first one, the target only 3%. So we can see that there's a lot of things we want to do, but in fact, there are certain challenging how to make it move, And the most important that where money coming in order to make such kind of mechanism running according to our plan. So Mitsubishi have to work with whom in order to sponsor for such kind of financial in order to operating Vietnam thermal power plant. That's also one of the questions I'm going to share with you later. Then you can see that a lot of targets. If I have more time, I can share with you that is how it's going on. So we know that the mechanism is running like this. This means that the target is there. How to make the detail of such kind of figure go into the detail. And then when everything is clearing, then we talk about where it resources in order to put into that mechanism and make it move. So the first thing, our speaker just share with you something about the data management, about the mechanism. So it's the same thing that in order to get financial ready for investment, so we have to work according to a certain step. First thing is the mechanism. So this idea, it comes from who? It not come from one country, it not come from one government, or not come from one sector. It come from the global. And first thing that United Nations. Yeah. And then from United Nations, they develop for a certain conference, then Kyoto Protocol. And then after Kyoto Protocol in 1999, then we have Doha in 2001. And then from Doha, we have the Paris in 2016. And then we heard about COP21, COP22, a lot of things that's the mechanism. And we know that from that COP discussion, then about 97 countries, they signed the agreement to join in this mechanism. And when they signed the agreement to join this mechanism, then they divide by two. One is developing country where all of the production now producing in such country like Vietnam, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Malaysia, all of developing country. Another developed country, US, Europe, and other. So they also talking about, okay, we will arrange the finance. And then from the developing country, okay, if you finance us, we will follow your game. So this is the game is setting up in such kind of agreement. Then they move, they set up the multi. They set up the multi. And GFA and J then set up. Yeah. Then NJIM, IFC, a lot of financial institutes is set up. GFA and J, I have the definition here, the Gastro Financial Alliance or Net Zero. And then NJIM, Natural Asset Management. This one about 325 members. They commit to pumping financial into this mechanism. Is about 57 trillion US dollar. So, however, if you follow up recent newspaper, you will see that Jason Morgan, Stanley Morgan, and another 5 big bank in America, they just make the decision, they pull out from this commitment because of President Trump is not supporting for this program anymore. So we can see that this is the reason why from beginning, we just talk about 4 trillion of US dollar per year in order to supporting for the whole circle with moving, but now it come up to 9.5, and maybe from 2025 it can come up to 10.5 to 11 trillion US dollar per year, because a certain off-taker is so up in the circle. The most important that new president from America, he not supporting that very much because of his commitment with traditional oil grid or traditional oil company. Yeah. And then compliant. I think that today we're talking a lot about the compliant. This compliant, like there are a list of RE100. If you pay much attention about this program, you should know about RE100. Who are they? Like Adidas, Nike, Decathlon, Samsung, Apple, all of them in the list of RE100. And these RE100, they are the most important stakeholder in this circle. Yeah, in this circle. Raymond and Ken just talk about carbon footprint. Yeah, a lot of carbon footprint. And all of the carbon footprint, the most important partner in among RE100. Yeah, they have to chase all of that, where the product, how many % of the carbon contained in every product. Yeah. And next one will be tax and tariff. Tax and tariff, you know that from 2025, I mean this year, in Europe, a certain country, they start to tax environment. They have the environment tax. So therefore, every product, if you produce without carbon footprint program or without using renewable energy, you are going to be taxed. And how many % of tax? It depends on how you do a more transparency declaration about your product. And that will very much relate to about the data consolidating or data integrating relate to the carbon footprint. Then credit carbon footprint. Yeah, credit. I just share about I involved in the project in the ministry since 2015. We're talking about the carbon credit market in Vietnam, and it's now ongoing. Maybe hopefully by 2017 we'll be ready. But right now, it's government Vietnam government already talking with Japan government, Korean government about the carbon border adjustment mechanism. It means that how we can exchange and how we can assessment about the product from Vietnam going to be consumed in Japan or going to be consumed in Korea, and how many % of that product carbon decarbonization according to carbon footprint from Korea export to Vietnam, and how we can exchange that according to a certain mechanism. So that going to be happen, and we are at the Shire International, we are the funder. So we know where we are going to put money. So if any company or any producer, they follow the program, and we see that they are potential for us to invest to such factory, because of in the final target, we meet 2. Number 1, we are going to hold the certificate, or we hold the data. The data here, it relates to the carbon footprint. Data is gold. Data is money. How we know that? How we manage the data? mean that we have money. We have the finance. That's why some people asking me that, hey, if you invest for that company 1 million, 2 million US, where is your benefit? We know how we got the benefit of our investment. Yeah. So number one, we have to request that everything have to be transparency. Everything have to be computerized. Yeah. And we know that, okay, this project, when we invest, how much carbon credit we can collect it. And that carbon credit we can trade in every market internationally because we are the international funder. Yeah. Okay, then I talk about the target, about the goal. And we have to know that who are going to be the key player in order to be the multi, in order to push the whole circle running. Then in Vietnam, since 2018, we see some new player in the market, especially in the renewable market. Maybe you know about the Decree 13 from Vietnam government in order to encourage the foreigner invest the renewable energy in Vietnam. So there are a lot of the solar farm, rooftop solar, wind energy investors go to Vietnam. And then there are some new player in the market, and I try to show you that they are number one, the investor. But the investor here is very much different with the factory investor. The investor here, they are the financial player. They just transfer their finance into the market, and they engage some other player to help them to run the investment. Then they use the bridge fund. We call it a bridge fund. That's one of the bank. They use a local bank. They use a local bank. For example, you are ACB Bank. We're holding about 500 million US dollar. We are going to talk to ACB Bank that, hey, we will fund you 500 million US dollar with a certain portfolio we like to invest. For example, rooftop solar. Yeah. And the funder, the owner of that investor, they also have a certain goal from their behind fund. Yeah. For example, climate manager fund, IFC, or I just saw with you that American fund, many fund, and such a fund, they only focus into the increase just about 1 to 2%. And some fund, they just need about 0.5% because of they have another target. Another target. I just share with you that carbon credit. So when the fund transfer into any project, they not focus about the cash flow or the interest from that project, but they more focus about the carbon credit. So every project, when they're pumping their money into such project, they have a certain requirement. For example, from us, every factory, every solar farm or wind energy, we have a certain agreement that all of your data integration, data consolidation have to go to us. We are the beneficiary. Yeah, we want to take all of this benefit. Yeah. Then we have investor, bank, and developer. And how such money go into Vietnam or any country? We have direct investment and we have indirect investment. We have direct investment. We know well about the investment law, bank law. All of this law framework have to be considered in order to moving money go into Vietnam. So right now, direct investment related to the energy is not much developed. But in Vietnam, indirect investment is very developed right now. because of all of the financial now go to Vietnam is under some local company name, and the investor they just hold a major share, but the representative is a local company. So this one, if I have time, I can explain to you more detail about this. Yeah, and come back. As I say that, in order to get money from the fund, or in order to get the big finance from the local bank at the big fund, so we need the improvement. We need improvement, and we are going to engage a certain measurement into the agreement with any potential client. If you need us to invest, everything has to be consolidated. Everything has to be integrating in data. Data very important for us. That's why we have LnData platform at the carbon emission factor analysis. We have to do a certain analysis, and everything have to be integrated, and that will be considered about the value of how much we are going to fund for every project. Yeah, so all of this factor is very important. As I say, that is we at the energy investor, and also our fund, it have a lot of incentive. It's not easy to get the incentive fund with very low interest. The most important that you have to show up that your project or your factory or your product is very related to the target, a global target of the decarbonization up to 2050. So this is the most important category for getting fund from the international fund from like us, Shell International. So because of time have a limited, so I stop my presentation here. If you have any question, I'm willing to answer you later. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter, for sharing us the big picture.
Yeah. I have a reminder here. LnData is also one of our platforms we license. So we have 4 right now: A1-Footprint, LnData, Quantum, and Agile Point. Okay, just for your information.
Okay. So now we should go to the next one, right? Because we're running out of time.
Yeah. But Ken, can we just take a break for 2 minutes? Just 2 minutes.
Oh, sure, no problem.
Already 1 hour. So I think people, before we start, so next presentation will be our part 3, the real industrial applications. So let me suggest we take a break for 2 or 3 minutes, then we start, okay?
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Your photo can be glasses. Without glasses, I cannot recognize you. Okay. Sure. Sure. Yeah.
这边可能要看这边，这边因为它那个镜头在这里，所以要看的这才会。
Yeah.
I over 10 minutes.
No problem.
Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
这个我是要发了，然后发现大家都在盾上面，大家都上盾。
没有发 YouTube， 不是要给他们看。
好，那我就发在全部吗？
就是我讲的那些，就告诉你。
Yeah, but today is a very good engagement. Your presentation is very important to let people understand the big picture.
Yeah.
But then you stay in Vietnam? Yeah, I already have a company here for over 50 years. Wow. So I've been traveling between Taiwan and Vietnam all the time.
Okay.
And I stayed in USA for 20 years.
Where? In
Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Oh, Michigan.
Yeah, I split up a company right after my graduation.
Yes.
So, including my study years, I stayed in USA for about 20 years.
Mm. Yeah. I see. Yeah. Yeah. My family is still there.
Oh, okay.
In Florida.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I think this is a very good start for this kind of international collaboration.
But very, very interesting that because so far we just try to every investment we just try to collect the data very based on analysis like
it's hard because you can easily make up a lot of data. It's not traceable. It's not traceable. So it's still a far way to go. A long way to go. But this is a very practical solution, and if we have a good standard for everybody to follow up, then all the data can be be consistently connected to each other. Then it's easier to trace what's going on. Otherwise, you can easily fake the data.
It is also right now we're talking with the Japan partner.
Yes,
that is what their requirement. They also have their own platform and framework. I think we can talk with Raymond about how it group can join.
Yes, as long as the methodology is clear, it doesn't matter what kind of platform or tool you're using, as long as they are complying with the standard.
Hello, Ken, I'm back.
Okay, it's about time.
It's about time.
Okay, well, when you start a break, it's hard to get people back in time. But anyway, we will continue since this is a webinar. Give me a second to remind everyone to get back to their seats. Then we won't wait for them. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. We are about ready. Okay. So now. Okay. Now I think we can continue.
Okay, so now please show the presentation. Now we are going to show the real industrial applications. Those the first one will be 3E Green. So here I would like to introduce Curtis, the CEO of 3E Green, here to say hi to everyone.
Hi everyone, I'm Curtis in 3E Green. I think.
Should I continue to play?
Yeah, just hold a little bit. Curtis introduce himself and the company, and then Hazel will do the presentation on behalf of.
Okay,
great.
I invite the sales Hazel have the presentation, and then my partner in Vietnam, James, will present some information for your reference. So I think I would like to talk about since the 2021 from Europe announced the carbon emission regulation and the global raw materials surge, price rapidly high. So force the enterprise need to trace carbon in more detail. So 3E Green would like to overcome this kind of solution. We provide an IECMS one-stop solution. So the advantage is for enterprises. If you would like to trace the carbon in more detail, you don't need to shut down your machine, cut off your power, and don't need to wiring. So it's easier to achieve the mass deployment for everywhere. And I think that's the carbon footprint is the very important solution. So I will invite Hazel in 3E Green for a presentation, and my partner in Vietnam, James. Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis. So just a reminder, we have sent out the video link in full length through our email to everyone. Okay, and also the video link will be in English and Vietnamese. So I think local partner can find a better way to engage with 3E Green. So now Hazel will just do a very brief introduction to the system level, okay? Just system level. Hi, Hazel, it's now your turn.
Hi, everyone. Good day, everyone. I'm Hazel. It's an honor to be here today to join this forum with the industry elite leader. My name is Hazel. I am from Tree Green Company. So let's start with our presentation.
Yeah, next page, please.
Next page.
Okay.
I would like to give a brief introduction about Tree Green IoT solution.
Page.
So you will have all the link on the YouTube later. You can check. So let's start with our first slide, the Tree Green focus area. As can be seen, you can see the enterprise electric consumption hierarchy. There is 4 levels. Level 1 and level 2 is the traditional solution with the cabling or with some construction you have to do. But our focus area is on the level 3 and level 4, which is the high energy consumption device and each individual device. This is the most important for the new business model. Because it is a new business model, it just fit in current market demand for the deep energy saving management and carbon footprint data tracking. So let's start with our next platform system, please. Next page.
Next page. Okay.
So with Tree Green solution, IEECMS, this is mean instant energy equipment carbon management system that is easy to get installation with the wireless way. And you can have a real-time monitoring of all your data, and all our platform is following ISO standard structure. So you can get all your history data record with the digital way. So everybody will have their carbon emission on the transparency way. So factory and industrial can have management plan to do all the carbon reduction management. So
okay, the one point from my side, Ken.
Yes.
Share one information for everyone. I have 2 customers I introduced to 3E Green. They are working on that. One is thermals in China, and I introduced a quantum data system to cooperate with them. So key point here is 3E Green solution is we call non-intrusive, means that you don't have to stop the factory to install the device. You can do it non-stop operation and make it work, and that's very important. Okay, Ken. So next page.
So it just gives you an idea of overall what Tree Green platform should give you on the dashboard. All the transparency data. From the data, you can see the line graph that will tell you some story from your energy consumption device. Also, there is a bar chart show you that there is a contract electricity period. So you can manage your contract peak time to reduce your carbon. And also there is a alarm system you can set up for your requirements, such as if you have abnormal alarm, they will send your message notice to you immediately. Then you can manage your alarm in early stage to reduce all the like industrial issue. So also from the pie chart, for giving an example, if you without the IoT smart sensor data, you may see that the green part is your most energy consumption device. Actually, after you install the IoT smart sensor, from the data show, the blue device is the most. Yes, from this
here.
Yeah, this blue part is the most energy consumption device. So it is important to have the IoT data sensor result to give the decision maker with the right data to have a correct judgment. So let's move on to the next page.
So wait a little bit. To be in short, Ken, I think 3E Green also offer their platform and systems. Okay, so they are not just hardware service provider. They also offer software, right, Ken?
That's good, but it's a local system. On top of that, we can further integrate this kind of system to our platform, so the manager can have an overview of everything in detail.
Yes, correct. So I'm just emphasize that they also offer their software on cloud, so you can have a better management view. But I would highly recommend the system should be engaged with a system like Ken's A1-Footprint or smart factory system to have more benefit to the management side. Okay, so next page, Ken, thank you.
I would like to give one of our customer example to have a better understanding of what the IoT sensor can give you the idea. From this user case, you can see there have a large cooling system. That's before the boss may not notice the machine is running always above the default rating power. After install the IoT sensor, the engineer found that this cooling machine, the water pump, is aging, so that the electricity cost is too high. So the engineer changed one water pump from this cooling system, and this saved a lot of electricity cost. You see, the electricity cost per 1 year, it will be 150,000 for only this cooling machine. But after change a pump, the pump is only cost 50,000, and it saved 1 year per 100,000 for only one machine. This is tell you how important to know the IoT sensor data from each individual machine. It will save your cost a lot.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Next page.
So I just like to get a brief introduction, and if you have any detail, you can contact us or this forum.
We have a link already sent, not only by email, and we put all the link on YouTube. So you can check the YouTube message box, including the LnData's video link is all on the YouTube. So later, all the participants can check YouTube channel for all the announcements, okay? So I think next we can have James to help to explain the local applications in Vietnam from his point of view. So let's welcome James.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Hazel.
Thank you.
Okay, so James also has a presentation, right?
Yes.
Okay,
4.2. Yes, this one.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi, James. Nice to have you.
Thank you very much, Raymond. Nice to see you through. Okay. All right. Today I have some short discussion regarding about IIoT and also the saving energy and energy management system, right? And before come to my main presentation, a bit of introduction about me. I am the greenhouse professional management, also climate change and neutral carbon management. Also, I am a lead auditor of so many important ISO supporting the sustainable development. So there's ISO 50001, ISO 14001, also data security 371, right? Yes. Okay, so I will come directly to the Curtis also say regarding about the 3E green device, how the device support for the energy management system. Okay, please next step. It's very clear that because I work on the ESG consultancy. So when I talking to Curtis, I find that it's very interesting solution. First of all, we can say it's very low investment cost as compared to other. Also, low operation cost and no wiring needed. It's very important point because that when you have to collect the data from so many different different location. So we need some IoT sensor because we don't need the wire to connect the device. So that is why it's very important point. And one very important thing is when we do the installation, the device to the machinery, to the factory, we don't need to interrupt, the production during the installation, and easy, convenient installation with maintenance. And one thing, when some factories, they want to change the layout and they want to change the equipment, they want to change the layout, they want to expand the factory, okay? So with this device, it's very easy for them and convenient for them to flexible adaptation. And here, we know that we are talking a lot about the IoT, and also we need some, smart dashboard. We say that's a smart dashboard to collect, the many different data from the many different sources. As you know that, Raymond also said that we need to make the report about the ESG on the whole circle line of the products. And we have to collect so many data. For example, we have to collect data from the dust, we collecting from data the water, collecting data from the energy, collecting from the data so many different sources to support to the report. So that this here is very easy. The device here of the 3D Green is very, very easy to be integrated into some visual dashboard to report, to catch up, to tracking, yes, and that's the data. That's my point. And it's very easy, to verify and to make the report to get the certification. Yes. Next one. Thank you. So it is very important here regarding with this system. It's very easy for the company, for the organization to meet the requirement of some supporting sustainable development, of the ISO 614, 67 carbon footprint. It's very important to report to the CBAM, right? And climate change, carbon neutrality to get the carbon credit. Yes. And also we meet the requirement of the ISO 50000, and also we compliance with so many, requirement from the Europe. It's compliant. For example, DDP, CSDDD, right? CSDR, ESRP, and CBAM. We're talking a lot about that as well, CBAM. Yes. And here we also meet some many clients in Vietnam. We're talking about the system, and they love it. They love it. The customer love it. And also here we show you some picture and some case. We discuss and we present the solution to the client, to the customer. And also as the estimation, it can be saved 20% to 30% of energy cost.
Hello, James.
Yes, hello.
Previous page. Okay.
Yes.
I would like to thank you because Walmart supply chain, we save money, live better. That's our slogan. We will love you so much because you can save 20-30% cost. And I believe we can do a lot of things together in Vietnam. Okay, that's my point.
Yes.
For your information.
Okay, thank you, Raymond. Thank you. And all right, and also some activity here about real case study, and I think okay. So thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, James.
Thank you, Raymond. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, James. That's a very impressive presentation. So should we continue to go to the next one?
Next one should be Tim. Hope Tim's still online. Otherwise, Ken, you have to do the presentation.
Yes, I am online.
Okay, thank you, Tim. Okay, great.
Okay, so
you press the play on the
to go to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Slideshow.
So let's get started now.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Let me just get started. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Tim from Taiwan, and I come from the Nextcom company, and the Nextcom is a public list company for more than 30 years. And we established a subsidiary called Next AIoT since 2014. We are addressing the pain points of the industrial 4.0, and in past decades we have helped hundreds of the companies that took steps toward the smart factories. So today I'm honored to have the opportunity to share with you about how we do it. Thank you. Next page. The next, please. Okay, I think the twin transition has been become global main trends, and as Peter mentions, the transparency is important, and digitalize is a key to be transparency. And we need to convert every physical events into the data. And so we can analyze it and improve our operations. Another trend is green is today's main theme, because that we are not only to improve our efficiency, also we need to contribute to our Mother Earth by reducing the carbon emissions. So these two will actually bring more pressures to each one of us, because not only the competitions to our direct competitors, we also got pressures from government, like the CBAM, like the carbon tax, and also the IE100 that the Peter mentions. It is pressures from our customer. It's even severe than from governments. And also, the important thing is the financial one, because if we don't comply to this kind of the carbon emission laws, then we may even not get in any loans from the bank. So that's is important for all of us. So how we can improve ourselves to face these competitions? Next. So the answer is actually in our own factories, because as I mentioned, there are a lot of the data generated every day from the orders, from the manufacturing executions, from the inventories, and even from the machines. And how we can collect all the data and put it together, it is important. And also, as you know, that the AI era is coming, and those data could be very helpful for us to adapt the AI to improve our efficiencies. So next. So here is the steps that we have been taking. From the 3.0 to 4.0, that we think it is not one step I can achieve. So we just divide the step into different smaller steps. Like the 3.1 is the automotive of single machines, and then we connect the machines into the production line, and then we integrate the signals from the IT. Then we got the 3.4 that we have the integration information, so we can show on the dashboard. And once we have those kind of the information integrated, then we have a big AI war rooms that can show the instant data for everyday operations. So here I will show you some examples that we have been built. Next. Okay. So the first one is the biggest printing company in Taiwan that they call themselves is cloud printing factories, because that they can get every order online and ship the order to every single customer automatically. So by doing that, we help them to collect the information from different subsystems, like the machine itself, like the air conditioning, and like the power, like the water, wastewaters. So step by step, we collect the data from the factory floor, and then we integrate all the information together with the IT system, and we even can do the remote control and also the real-time alert to the customer. So the next one. Next page is about how we do it for the semicon factory. So as you may know that the semicon is a big industry in Taiwan, that we help them to be advanced by link their legacy factory subsystems together. And this one is especially about the energy consumptions, because they have different kind of the energies that they consume, not only the power but the water and also the heat. So for every single systems, we connect the information by adding the extra sensor to it, and through the IoT gateway, we are able to link information to the central server rooms, and we have built a big dashboard for them to be able to see everything. So next page, that is showing the sensors that we add. Even though that as 3E Green mentions, non-intrusive is important and is very helpful, and is every customer wants. But for some meters, it needs to be added. So for this kind of the temperature meters and the pressure meter and even the flow meters, that we also found a way to install them with a non-intrusive way to help to reduce downtime for the factories. Okay, next one. So that's the dashboard that the customer has got to see the energy consumption from chilled water to the air compressors. Okay, next. And another one is for the food factory. This is this company has more than 100 years of the history in Taiwan, that they make the most famous chips for Taiwan. So even those kind of the legacy company, that they also enhance themselves by adding some monitoring system for them to enhance their competitiveness. Okay, so as what I'm trying to highlight is this kind of the reduced carbon dioxide movement is not only for the new company, but also for everybody. Okay, so next one. It is the dashboard that we have built for them, so they can see every corner of their factories. Okay, next. So how we can build it? It is because the NESCOM has a wide range of the offering from the level 1 we call the data collection, and the level 2 is data aggregation with the gateway systems, and level 3 is the integration layer that we integrate the factory data with IT data, like the ERP, as Ken mentioned, and also the MES. Okay, so that's how we can integrate the factory data along with the execution and also the customer orders. And then we can have the overview about the the carbon footprint and the carbon utilizations of overall company, but not only the overall, but also can be detailed to every single product we made every day. Okay, next one. So here is steps that we can took through the smart manufacturing. The first one that we digitalize about the factory operations, and then we can integrate with the MES, and so we can have the product traceabilities. And then we integrate with the power utilization information from 3E greens, and then we can have the carbon footprint traceabilities. And most importantly, as Raymond highlights in red circle, it is not one day, one report per year, but actually that we can generate the real-time data every day and on every batch of the productions. So that can get the fully traceability and the transparency as Peter mentions. Okay, next. Here are the overall dashboard that we have made, but we can run into each single of them and give you a better understanding about what we are trying to do. So next. So the first one is product traceabilities. We took our own factory as an example that we are mainly manufacturing the electric parts, and we have different production lines. That we have the SMT, we have dip, we have assembly, we have test. So for this kind of the traceabilities that we can trace every single detail during when the product was made by one single barcode on the outer box. So with the scan of the outer box serial numbers, that we can see every parameters of the each machines, and also how long it was processed in one single machine, and even the lifetime video when it was assembled. Okay, so we can trace all the quality detail during the production. Okay, that's the product traceabilities. And next, so this is the overall for the carbon emission traceabilities. This is a overview that we can have by following the ISO 16064, that we have overall factory emissions dashboard. Again, so you can watch how much carbon was generated in each different sites. Okay, so that's from the corporate point of view. And next is from the product point of view. So this is following the ISO 16067. So to understand this page, we can start from the three main circles on the top. Okay, so the first circle on the left-hand side is what the material carbon footprint, as Raymond mentioned. Okay, so the data are usually from the CIMA Pro, but I'm happy to learn from Raymond that with their solution that we can cut the cost to 1/10. So it is important for everybody, because it is essential to understand what's the raw material carbon footprint from the system. Okay, and the second circle is the carbon footprint during the manufacturing stages. So to get this kind of information, we actually we break down this into the second layer of the circles, which is different production segments carbon generations. So as you can see, we divide that into SMT line and deep line and test line and assembly lines. And in each lines, we have the different machines. So we connect the power meters to each machines, and with the overall working time for each machines, we can aggregate the carbon footprint of one single machines, and by adding up, we can have the total emissions of individual lines, and with some of the overall production lines, we can have the overall carbon footprint for the manufacturing. Okay, and on the right-hand side of the top circle is delivery. Okay, so with this, we need to integrate the information from the ERP, as Ken mentions, because we need to tie the manufacturing orders with the customer orders, and then we know that where the goods will be shipped and how it will be shipped. So then we can calculate the shipping stages of the carbon emissions. So if we sum up all the top circles, we can have the material, we can have the manufacturing, and we can have the transportation stage carbon footprint, and we can have the overall carbon footprint for one single product. So that, I think that's the transparency that that Peter mentions. We also work with a couple of the accounting companies that what they say to me is that in the future, the carbon will be taxed. And if it will be taxed, it equals to money. So we need to be clear about how it was calculated. So full transparency and full automatic will be important to do this. Okay, and here is how we show you how we achieve that. Okay, next. So the next data is the key platform that underneath it. So I don't think that we need to go through all the technology details, but the automatic data platform to integrate different data silos, as Ken mentioned, it is critical to make it happen. So next. So here is an idea. So with the next data, we can inject the data from the IT systems, like the MES, like the ERP from Ken. And also we can inject the OT data, like the power meter informations from the 3E greens and other machine data that we can eject with our solutions. And together that we integrate in the next data platform, and we can have everything line up and show the traceability as I mentioned. And what we are doing to the next is trying to drive this to the next level by introducing the AI to help us, because all the data is lie in the data warehouse and the database. Sometimes the manager know how to ask questions, but they don't know how to write program to access databases. So we can have the GPT to help them. So the next one. So here is the demo videos show how we can do with the GPT. So in the upper left-hand side, we see a drop of the year rate. So to find out, we can ask series of questions. Firstly, we ask how the year rate related to the different production lines. So the GPT can help us to query the data from the database, and we see the deep test line has the lowest error rate. Then we can ask what kind of product they are making, resulting in this kind of the low error rate. So the GPT help us to get the data from the warehouse and then show all the detailed informations. So with the table, we see there are a couple of the products with low error rate. So then we can ask another questions to the GPT about what happened when this specific product was made. So we can pull the data from the database. I think the most important information is that when we are trying to figure out the root cause, the importance is to drill down. And this kind of the mechanism can help us to drill down the data and know the truth in real time. So you don't have to wait for the IT person to help you to file the report, which usually take more than 1 week. Okay, so the next. So when I talk about the GPT, you may have some concerns about that you don't want to send the data to the cloud, so to disclose your classified information. So the important message about the next solution is that we are doing this on purely local service. So there is no need to connect to the network to utilize this kind of the AI services. So we can ensure it is secure, and also that it is trustworthy, because all the output can be examined by yourself. So it can be, you don't need to worry about if you got some nonsense from the AI, because it is purely reading your own databases. And also that it is expandable. So with the next AIoT solutions, you got the freedom to upgrade your the language model. So anytime you want. So there's no login for any specific LLM. Okay, so I think that's the most safe way for you to utilize the AI language model with your own data. Okay, next. So since we have been doing this for decades, that we have a clear process that how we can help you to move forward to the smart factory. We start from the consultant contract, and then we will evaluate how much data or how much sensor need to be added, and gradually, step by step, we can establish the whole data footprint for your own factories. Okay, the next.
Hello, team. I think we are a little bit run out of time, so maybe please finish this maybe in 3 to 5 minutes. Okay, thank you.
No problem. Yes, I'm writing up. So I think that as Ken and Peter and Raymond highlights that there's no one company can do it all. So I'm just to highlight that NextCom got the standard offer in green, but we have orange parts with our partners, that we need our partners to deliver the consultant informations and also the system integrations for the overall solution. Okay, so next one. I think this is my final slides. So the integrated data and the AI, I think that's the secret weapon for you to increase your competitiveness. Thank you.
Thank you, team. Very impressive. Thank you.
Yeah. So we should continue since we are running out of time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the next speaker will be Dr. Le, who is also a good friend of mine, and I think he's very familiar with this kind of digital twin or the AI application. Okay. Let's welcome Dr. Le.
Good morning, everyone. Today, I'm very happy to discuss with all of you about my research topic, development of the sustainable manufacturing based on the AI algorithm and digital twin model. In this presentation, I focus on the first is the smart manufacturing, and the second in the digital twin applied to the smart factory. Nowadays, is manufacturing phase two, the many trends, sustainability, again, individualism, technologies, globalization, urbanization. So I have to, because this, is manufacturing environment, growing complexity and dynamics. So in order to change the conventional manufacturing to the smart manufacturing system, we have to change the control system. The conventional manufacturing is focused on the centralization control system. In smart manufacturing, we have to change to the distributed control system with the cognitive behaviors. In my idea about the vision of the manufacturing in the future, for example, the first step, the customer come to the car selling agent in order to the order one reverse order about she want to buy a prefix the car. She come to the digital studio and choose the car she likes. After that, the customer order the digital based on the she choose she's sent to the design plan and department. In this plan, in this department, the engineer design based on her characteristics car. So after that, the car design is makes the processing planning and send to the processing planning system, and from the system can deliver the job for the manufacturing system. So after during the manufacturing, so the information manufacturing feedback to the design and the correct design and the plan and process plan here. In order to research, the most of the researcher focus right now is focused on the four manufacturing. The first is reconfigurable manufacturing system. The second, agent-based manufacturing system. The cognitive manufacturing system and the autonomous manufacturing system. So I can review some manufacturing system. About the reconfigurable manufacturing system, is right now is many customer order different. How can do the setting the machine and manufacturing system in order to right now they apply to the AI and the scientific knowledge for the focus on the reconfiguration manufacturing system. At the time, this means the machine have to design with the many individual modular design. And in the manufacturing have to the self-adaptive control system for reconfiguration manufacturing tool. And the machine also can the reconfigurable. How can the agent-based manufacturing system, the agent-based manufacturing system, they focus the characteristic is autonomous. It means based on the human operation knowledge skill they apply to the interested for human knowledge into stay in manufacturing. Based on the trend autonomous manufacturing system with some biology inspired technologies, they can apply to the manufacturing system for the dynamic manufacturing scheduling. How about the collective manufacturing system? Collective manufacturing system with the characteristic is the intelligent. So based on the human operator experience, so they can make the collective model of the human being, and with the collective age technology, we can apply to the machine and the manufacturing. So in this slide, we can the comparison between the traditional factory and the smart factory. This is the architecture of the traditional factory. The traditional factory, the layer is connected the rigid connection. So in the smart manufacturing system, the connection is the layer with the flexible. So how can the difference between the smart and the traditional factory? So in the traditional factory, the technology is really on the human power and the traditional IT. Meanwhile, the smart factory use digital technology, cloud, IoT, AI, blockchain to digest the various buildings at best. About the data, traditional manufacturing is lack of the management and analysis and rely on the experiences and the intuition. So in the smart manufacturing system, is the data for decision making, optimization, and innovation. The customer attention in the traditional manufacturing is focused on the products and the attract customer through the sale and the advertisement. So in the smart manufacturing, focus on customer and provide personality, value products and their service. Creativity in the traditional manufacturing is the lack innovation, motivation, and the build close single and execution organized by regulating and controlling employee. So in the smart manufacturing, focus on the customer and provide personal value products and the service. About the ecological and comparison, traditional manufacturing deal participate with external stakeholder and create an ecosystem of competition, conflict, and waste. In the manufacturing, smart manufacturing builds trustful, beneficial, and supporting relationship with the external stakeholder to create an ecosystem for the innovation, growth, and sustainability. This is I suggest the software architecture of smart manufacturing system. In this slide, I introduced the digital twin applied to the smart manufacturing system. The first, we have to clearly understand what is the digital twin. Digital twin is manufacturing your virtual counterpart. Digital twin is a virtual replies of a machine or robot. Data from the multi-digital twin can be arrested for a composite view across a number of the real work entities. A physical entity can have a multi-digital twin, multi-twinning, or the hierarchical twinning. Another characteristics of the digital twin: visualization, interaction, making digital twin accessible, 3D visualization, user-friendly interface, real-time data display, and interactive simulation.
Hello, here I'm Raymond. Ken, I think we need to focus. Maybe I have seen the PowerPoint. There are many good the case study about Dr. Le's research. Can you turn to page about 33? maybe we need to jump to that because we want to need to know more about the case study because we are talking about the real factory applications. So page 34, we have 33, we have case study. Can you jump to that page? Sorry about Dr. Lei, because we want to know your strengths about the case study. Later, 34, 33.
Yeah.
The title called case study. Yes, this one. Can we start from here because we are running out of time?
Yeah. In order to clearly understand how can apply the digital twin to smart manufacturing system, yes. So I suggesting the case study development of the rotor radiator manufacturing system. This is the manufacturing process. How can you make the radiator? So in this process we have the two manufacturing, one manufacturing and one is assembly. So this Chinese manufacturing system we can design the digital twin. I use since the technomatic simulation of the cement tool. So I have to design based on this processing, the manufacturing process. We design with the 3D. 2D is the one, the 2D.
Yes.
After that, from the 2D, we can translate, can change to the 3D, 2D, 3D. Based on the virtual manufacturing system, we can simulation running this one and the discover some the botnet. Some the is the resource user. For example, the human or the machine working. We can discover the machine running. The time running. Which one is the botnet, machine botnet? We can change the playout, optimize the playout, optimize the human resource. Based on the digital twin, we can apply the algorithm, the solution for the solve the problem. How can improve the productivity, improve the reduce the downtime, and how can to optimize the resource power. So that's one. This is the solution. Based on the digital twin, we can optimize the smart manufacturing system and apply some the AI algorithm to smart manufacturing system. And in future, so in the faculty of the mechanical university, university in IUH, we can development of the smart manufacturing object, and we can tick for the student. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Dr. Lee.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Lei. I just want to have a comment. It has something to do with carbon footprint, especially in processing. And we donated a system to IUH last year. So we are working together to trace and quantify this kind of detail, how good this improvement is going to be. So they are related to our topic today. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Raymond,
thank you.
Back to you.
Okay, so I think this is a very long seminar, already 2 hours. I think people must be very tired. So Ken, I think from your part, maybe we can have some Q&A from your point, and maybe 5 to 10 minutes Q&A. Any question from your side and your audience?
Okay, 1 second. Since we are on a webinar, okay? So I want to stay focused. It is not a discussion in the classroom, okay? So if you have any question, let me know first. Then I'll explain to everyone, okay? So because of the limited time, I'm not going to open for discussion for a long time, okay? So if you have any question, let me know. After the seminar, this is just the beginning. After the seminar, we will have all the detailed information. You can also let me know your question. We'll try to answer you after this seminar.
Great.
Because this is a limited, it's basically after 12, after lunchtime in Taiwan already.
Yes.
So we kind of delayed our presentation because everybody is presenting a lot of information. So I'm just going to have a quick comment about today's presentation. All these topics are related to each other. And I'm very happy to see more and more partners have the same vision. So most of the presenters here today are actually in the alliance already, okay? So we'll keep going and keep everybody informed of our progress. And Raymond, because of the time control, I'm going to have a closing comment here.
Yes.
And right after this webinar, we will stay here and open to answer any questions in this classroom. Okay.
Okay.
And I get back to you, Raymond.
Okay, then I think we should conclude here. I would like to thank you all the participants. Thanks for your time. And also for the wonderful panelists and speakers. I really enjoyed the discussion here today. We learned a lot from your presentation. And I hope in the future we can build a cooperation and very strong working relationship with all the partners and with IUH. And I believe we can make our year 2025 a very good year. So that's from my part, Ken.
Yeah, thank you. So I think we can finish the webinar now, but I can also interact with everyone if you have any questions. So you can directly talk to me after this. And thank you, everybody, especially for the audience showing up in front of me. Thank you for your participation, and we'll keep in touch in the future, and hopefully we can all have a long-term partnership. Thank you all for coming today.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye-bye. Be careful, we are still on the Zoom, so I need to go back to 结束直播, and then